Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a really tight foundational module that's all about elevating how we deal with clients. If you're a geek for the core mechanics behind truly exceptional customer experiences, well, you're in exactly the right place. We're going to break down this fascinating concept known as the Khalifa Principle. It's a short but incredibly dense framework. So let's map out exactly how this simple mindset shift literally transforms standard service into absolute excellence. Okay, let's dive into this with the foundational mantra of the entire module. We serve you better. I mean, it seems incredibly simple, right? But listen, this isn't just some catchy marketing slogan. It's the actual operational heartbeat of the whole program. It sets an immediate expectation, not just for the customer walking in the door, but as a driving directive for the service provider. It implies this continuous upward trajectory. It's not just we serve you, it's we serve you better. Everything we're about to look at is the architectural blueprint for making that exact quote a reality. Which brings us to our first section, the Khalifa role. So notice how Khalifa is defined here as a role participants absolutely must learn. That is such a crucial distinction. In Arabic, the word Khalifa carries a ton of deep meaning. It often translates to steward or caretaker or leader. You see, this module, it doesn't just ask employees to blindly perform a checklist of rote tasks. No, it asks them to step into a distinct, service-oriented identity. It's telling us that exceptional service isn't just a natural byproduct of showing up to work. It's a learned, totally dedicated discipline. By actually embracing this mindset of a caretaker, the training elevates a normal position from just a mere job title to a specialized vocation of real assistance and support. Let's move right into Section 2, mental and physical readiness. Now, what's really interesting about this is how preparation is split right down the middle. Participants have to be mentally ready and physically ready. It's like a dual engine requirement. Think about it for a second. You could have an encyclopedic knowledge of your product. That's your mental readiness. But if you lack the physical energy or stamina to deliver it with a genuine smile at, say, 4 p.m. on a Friday, well, the service just falls completely flat. And conversely, being physically present but totally mentally distracted is just as bad. Delivering exceptional customer service requires this complete, holistic alignment of both your mind and your body. And why is all that rigorous dual preparation even necessary? Well, it's so you can give the absolute best to the customers. There is a direct, unbreakable line between the mental and physical readiness of the person serving and the quality of the experience the customer actually receives. Being prepared isn't just about feeling comfortable, it is the absolute prerequisite. You literally cannot deliver top-tier effort if your mind and your body aren't perfectly primed to do so. And that leads us to Section 3, ultimate customer satisfaction. So the crucial point is that participants exposed to this module are held to a very, very specific standard. Just look at the word being used, ultimate. They aren't being trained to provide just adequate service or acceptable service or even good service. The entire objective of stepping into that Khalifa role and maintaining that super strict mental and physical readiness is to provide ultimate customer satisfaction. It is a relentless pursuit of the absolute highest ceiling of the customer experience. Finally, we hit Section 4, feedback and reputation. This whole philosophy actually anchors itself right in real-world business metrics. That individual effort we just talked about, providing that ultimate satisfaction, it serves a much larger structural purpose: to maintain stellar feedback and to protect the organization's reputation. It's this perfect cause and effect loop. When the caretaker successfully goes out of their way to help the customer, the feedback is glowing, which over time solidifies the reputation of the entire brand. It's a total win-win. Let's move to and see how this builds into a complete framework. It all starts with the individual in Step 1 really learning and embracing that dedicated Khalifa role. Then, Step 2 requires the internal work, right? Aligning that mental and physical readiness. Step 3 is the outward action, utilizing that readiness to deliver ultimate satisfaction. And finally, Step 4 is the reward, the preservation of pristine feedback and a rock-solid reputation. It basically lays out a perfectly linear chain reaction where one individual's dedicated mindset directly builds and protects a brand's actual value. And that brings us to a final thought that turns the core challenge of this whole module directly over to you. We've explored how true excellence demands total, absolute preparation to achieve that ultimate satisfaction. So in your own professional interactions day to day, ask yourself, are you mentally and physically ready to give your absolute best? It's a pretty powerful standard to reflect on. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you next time.